Should the Ignis really be put to death? Is Revolver actually the good guy? Should I make a Redekai abridged? Where the fuck's Go gone? Hey guys, xthedarkone here from within the Vrains once again for our new week edition of the Vrain train, where we talk about your girl Vrains. So let's hop on the Vrain train and talk about turn 42. This fucking duel, man! Okay, so this duel just kicked off, right? And it was explosive. It was awesome. I liked it. Fucking... so, as predicted, you know, when we left off, Playmaker was about to get attacked, about to lose the duel. Everyone was like, shit! Everyone was fucking panicking, right? So, what's to happen? Oh wait. He had a face down card. Played a spell card, negated the attack, I think, or did summon or other, and summoned out a new card. And then, right, Revolver is like, I gotta beat this guy, I gotta beat him. And the Playmaker's like, my life points are now lower, are now reduced. I've now only got, you know, less than 1,000. I've got 400 life points. What we're gonna do? And then he looks over and he remembers he's got his play skill, and a massive data storm, a really thick, dense data storm appears. He's like, right, gotta go for it. There's a powerful monster in there. So he goes in and he places his hand inside. He's like, ah! And then he gets knocked back, and fucker's lost an arm. He lost an arm, it's gone! So Playmaker, after losing an arm, falls off his board, but then gets grabbed as Ignis is now full size and grabbing him, and on the board, it's like, pulls him up. It's like, I've got you, mate, I've got you. End of the day, if you die, I die. So he pulls him up, and then he gives a piece of him to Playmaker, so his arm regenerates, and he's got his data arm back. He's like, right, we're going to go for it again. Transform, and the board freaking transforms. It gets like, opens out, and boosters start firing out, and they blast into this data storm. But then Ignis is like, I'm going to protect you, and he sort of forms a shield around Playmaker, and he goes, ah, da, da, da. Music's playing, and he goes, ah, storm access, and he grabs the card, and then Playmaker, and then big flash of light, and Ignis does that whole thing. You know, that kind of back from the thing, and he's like, I'll see you later, Playmaker. And I thought he was dead. I actually thought he was dead. For a minute I was like, did Ignis just give his life for Playmaker? And I was like, well, if that's the case, surely Revolver has no reason to keep doing this. Ignis is dead. So, Yusuke, Playmaker, he comes out, he summons a new card, I forget his name, a new talker anyway, he summons a new talker, which lets him summon another talker from the graveyard, summons his decode talker back, powers it up, Kong style. He goes to attack, he uses an effect, destroys the card, then he destroys Revolver's new dragon, blows that up, and he's like, right, this duel's over after this attack. Goes to attack, and then Revolver summons a new dragon, which I really liked. It was pretty cool. Its ability, basically, it can special summon when a direct attack happens, and he takes half the damage, and the dragon's not destroyed. And he got attacked, all the armor got destroyed off of him, and the dragon's there. He's just fine. Like, what happened? What happened now? What's going on? And thus he was saved. However, his life points were knocked down to 800. And then he's like, oh shit, you survived. And then Ignis does appear back, but he's tiny now, apparently. He's like, yeah, took all my energy doing that. Oh, I'm knackered now, I'm fucking knackered. It's like, oh, okay, so he didn't die. Fair enough, fair enough. And so Revolver, he's like, right, can't let you have a comeback like I've got to win. I have to beat you. And so he decides he's going to try and use his storm access. He flies over to the data storm, puts his hand in, and then, same again, loses an arm. He's like, no, if Playmaker can do it, I can do it. I've got to do this like he's the hero of the story. And he keeps going at it, and then, big flash of light, and out is what's his name, Dr. Kokomi or something? That doctor guy, he appears. Revolver's dad, right? His actual dad. And he's like, Dad, what are you doing here? And he's like, look, I've been a bit of a shit dad. I'll hold my hand up to that, Revolver. I've been a shit. I think his name was Ryoko or something. Ryoku or something. His actual name. He refers to Revolver by his actual name. He's like, look, I've been a shit dad. I'll put my hand up. I've never done any fatherly thing for you in my life, but you've always stuck by me. You've been a great son. He's like, you've been a great son. He's like, look, I have to bestow upon you the fate of humanity. You are now. It is now down to you to save the world, to save humanity from all this. And then he makes an opening like, "This is my last gift to you." And then he makes what Revolver refers to as the Stardust Road. And I'm like, wait, Stardust Dragon? Is he using Stardust Dragon? Well, that'd be pretty interesting. But yeah, basically this Stardust Road thing appears, and he gets his arm back. He basically regenerates, and he flies in, gets his new card, fucking a new Topologic Dragon, Topologic Gamble Dragon, which I fucking love. He comes out with it, summons it, and goes off, and then he's like, but then, as he does that, because what he does is, what Revolver's dad says is like, "This is my last gift to you," and he's like, "Wait a minute, last gift? What do you mean? What do you mean last gift?" And then, after he comes out of the data storm, and he's summoning his monster, he gets a heart monitor popping up. Critical, heart rate's lowered. He's critical. He's like, oh, he's starting to panic. He's starting to get worried. So he's like, "Playmaker, I don't have to." He's like, "I'm sorry, Playmaker. I don't have time to finish this duel. I don't have time to drag this duel on." So what he does is he summons another card, and then he eliminates both their life points. But he does an effect that means they both lose like 800 life points, and because they both had like 800 or less life points, they lost. It was a draw. It ended in a draw, and then they both get knocked off their boards. They're both falling down, and then the end of the episode. The episode ended with them both falling into the pits. Wow! It was a good episode. I can't even. There have been episodes when I have ripped this show apart, but this was a good episode. I'm enjoying it. I'm back in it. I think it's because I really like Revolver, and I like the fact that he's not a villain, or at least he's not the atypical villain. Like, I'm sitting there going, I've been saying it since episode 1. I'm pretty sure I've been saying it since the beginning, but I've been there like, I don't think Revolver's the bad guy, not the real bad guy. You know, because he seems like, if we were watching this from Revolver's point of view, he would probably be the protagonist of his own story, all that stuff happening. So I'm like, is he the good guy? Is Playmaker not the good guy? What's going on? What's going on? Overall, guys, it was a great episode. I can't wait for next. Again, I haven't seen the previews. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna let the episode surprise me. So try it again. Do not talk about the previews in the comments. I do appreciate you. I do read the comments, so please do not. Or if you want to talk about in Vrains in more detail, you can join my Discord. Got a link in the bottom there in the description. Join my Discord, where I do frequent Discord. I do chat with fellow Dark One fans. Also got Patreon down there if you want to contribute to the channel. You need to get better equipment so I can sound better. Get rid of all this fucking echo, all this bollocks, right? But seriously, thank you to all our patrons whose names are going to be appearing somewhere now. You help out. You might not think you're helping out much, but you really do. You keep the channel going, and I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So until next time.